for Kamloops, Thompson, Nicola.
5 to 7 grains of salt. 0.2 milligrams. That's how much fentanyl it takes to kill somebody. So, Mr. Speaker, it's no surprise that Canadians would be shocked when somebody who had 24 grams of fentanyl, enough to kill thousands of people, was sentenced to house arrest. Who do I blame? Again, not the judge, not the prosecutor, not the defense lawyer. I blame these Liberals for their lack of action, for passing Bill C-5. So when will they finally legislate so that people who traffic fentanyl can't serve their sentence on the couch?
The Honourable Minister of Justice.
Mr. Speaker, it's clear the fentanyl crisis is responsible for the taking of innocent lives in this country. It's incumbent upon all members of this House to approach this with empathy, but also with a level of seriousness can prevent fentanyl from sweeping through the nation, causing such damage. Going forward, we are going to be implementing a series of reforms that will target violent offenders, repeat offenders, and organized crime, which was responsible for the preponderance of fentanyl in this country. I hope that we can work across the aisle on this important issue to help keep Canadians safe and protect our communities.
Member for Kamloops, Thompson, Nicola.
Mr. Speaker, that all sounds great. Unfortunately, that minister voted for Bill C-5 that took away mandatory minimums for people serving their sentence for fentanyl trafficking, for gun trafficking, for extortion with a firearm. Fentanyl is killing people, brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers. So will that minister look into this camera, Mr. Speaker, and tell people whose children are victims, people who have died from fentanyl, will he look into that camera and tell them that he will legislate to end this insanity?
The Honourable Minister of Justice.
Mr. Speaker, it's essential that we approach this level with the seriousness with which it deserves, including respect for decisions that have come from courts in this country. As we move forward, we're going to work in a manner that will ensure serious crimes will be treated seriously and serious offenders will be punished seriously. Mr. Speaker, I hope we can avoid turning something as serious as the fentanyl crisis into a partisan issue for political gain and instead work to advance measures in a collaborative manner to help protect Canadians, their families, and communities in every region of this country.
Member for Elgin, St. Thomas, London South.
A worker at a so-called safe injection site in Toronto helped someone literally try to get away with murder. Her sentence was a house arrest sentence with educational programming and daily trips to the gym. Par for the course from these lawless Liberals who care more about criminals than victims and think bail should be as easy to get as free drugs. So when will these Liberals stop ignoring pleas from Canadians to fix the justice system and clean up the streets?
The Honourable Minister of Justice.
Mr. Speaker, it is beyond reprehensible that a member of this House would accuse another member of caring more about criminals than Canadians. We should be able to work together to certainly punish wrongdoers, but also give law enforcement the tools that they need to keep their community safe. We have been giving tools to law enforcement, so we don't only punish wrongdoers after a crime has been committed, but we prevent it in the first instance. I want to thank the law enforcement officials who've been in the news recently for the various busts that they've been responsible for bringing people to justice. I hope we can work together across partisan lines to advance important reforms to the criminal justice system later this year that will help further protect our communities.
Honourable Member for Elgin, St. Thomas, London South.
If the minister doesn't want to be criticized for caring more about criminals than victims, he should look at his own government's record. Mr. Speaker, the Liberals adjourned the Justice Committee meeting yesterday after 16 minutes to start their summer vacation without tabling or discussing a single motion or bill related to justice. Violent crime is up 50%. Opioid overdose is up 200%. Health officials in my riding are warning about carfentanil on the streets of Elgin County. People are dying and those responsible are walking free. When will these Liberals table the crime bill and focus on that instead of their summer break?
The Honourable Minister of Justice.
Mr. Speaker, I don't know if the member's eyes betray him, but we are here and ready to work to advance reforms to protect our community. Yesterday, at the Justice Committee, though the accusation is there was an attempt to get home early for summer, what actually happened was a Conservative member was seeking to advance reforms that would have made it easier for people who've been charged with intimate partner violence to get out on bail. I think that is a bad idea, Mr. Speaker, and I'm willing to stay here and work to protect protect the victims of intimate partner violence and to advance reforms that will punish wrongdoers. Once again, it is not about caring more about criminals than Canadians, but it seems that member cares more about his social media clicks than he does about advancing.
What a goofball.
The honourable member for Markham Unionville.
All right, gang, what do you think about John Fraser, our Attorney General there? Do you think he's going to do anything? Well, when he was the Housing Minister, he screwed that up, and before that, he was Immigration Minister, and he screwed that up even more. Aaron, CanadianLoonie, like, share, subscribe. There's only a couple of question periods left. Come and join us. That's it. We're out. Catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.